Welcome to Kiss Me Son of Pod, a podcast where I read from my newsletter, where I am writing about every song by They Might Be Giants. I'm your host, Chase Roper, and I'm sitting in a park. The park chronicles continue. I am just getting off work. I'm outside my office building in DuPont. Nary a dog in sight. And the wind is blowing. It's not very bright out. It's overcast. And I'm wearing a jacket. Spring is definitely not involved here. Summer is wrapping up. And it feels, there's a little bit of chill in the air. I like it a lot. So I want to thank ConkerCuz, CONKER.KOS on Instagram for making the trek all the way to DuPont and playing just a banger of a theme song for the podcast. We are going to be continuing our journey through the self-titled Pink album. But if you would like to join the conversation and check out the newsletter, you can for free at kissmesonofblog.com. Of course, there are some optional paid subscription plans if you would like to be a supporter and also make a new best friend. Up on the block today, we're talking about a little song called Toddler Hiway. The words that I speak in this episode are going to greatly outnumber the words in this 25-second song. Toddler Hiway, it is a short song, 25 seconds, of John Flansburgh and John Linnell using only their voices, get out of here instruments, and 38 words to create what I think is a whimsical piece of music that paints a picture of early childhood joy. Also, pictures being worth 1,000 words, I guess would put this song at like a 1,038 word value. Toddler Hiway, for me, is a no-skip song. If not only for the fact that by the time I get my phone out of my pocket and reach the skip button, the song is over. Very clever, you guys. The foresight that this band had, that there would even be a skip button on a smartphone in somebody's pocket when they wrote this. What I would like to do is, let's just listen to the entire song. I don't think I'm going to get into any trouble. And then we will get into it. Let's listen to Toddler Hiway.
In the morning sun, round 7 o'clock, the parking lot fills round Toys R Us. And my little girl, she will get away, ride her bike down Toddler Hiway. Take your clothes and play, Toddler Hiway.
All right, there we have it, Toddler Hiway. What do we think? The song it's a brief gift that comes and goes like an Easter lily on a Pacific Northwest hike. I'm assuming. I don't hike. There are bears out there. Considering its short lifespan, let's take a look at this track. Lyric by lyric. The song starts off, in the morning sun, round 7 o'clock, the parking lot feels around Toys R Us. Up until my teenage years, I would go with my grandma to Toys R Us on my birthday. She would take me through the entire store, and I could get one big thing or a couple smaller things. But basically, I pick out my present from her out of the entire store. I only recall a few of my picks, mostly He-Man figures for a while, then Ninja Turtles, then Nintendo games. The trip itself was the present for me. So this line reminds me of those days with my grandma. Waking up on my birthday and knowing that I'm going to spend the day with my grandma and also go to Toys R Us. The next line goes, and my little girl, she will get away. Parents, have you taken your small kids to a toy store or a store with a toy aisle? A primal urge overtakes them and they have to look at and touch everything. It is pure, unfettered joy. Thrills. They get to that section and they take the fuck off. As they get older, they'll ask if they can go to the section ahead of you, and you'll remember that the guy who hosted America's Most Wanted had his son kidnapped from the toy section of a Walmart in Florida, and you'll tell them no, and you'll go with them until they're 14 or 15, and you've learned to chill out. They'll be just fine. The next lyric says, ride her bike down Toddler Hiway. While birthday toy shopping with my grandma, I would always see a lot of kids in the bike aisle. Little kids hopping on those big wheel tricycles and riding around those aisles. I learned to read at a fairly early age, better than any kids I knew in kindergarten for sure. I never got on those bikes to ride around the store because I could read the signs that said not to do that. It wasn't allowed. I remember actually thinking as a 6-year-old that those parents must not be able to read like I can. The bike aisle was like a block party. Wanton disregard for store-written signs or the safety of kids' grandmas. Anyway, this lyric is how this little girl made her getaway. The next line, take your clothes and play. Okay, honesty time. Wait, I'm taking a sip of coffee. This coffee shop made me an iced coffee in a cardboard hot coffee cup. And she handed it to me and she said, don't worry, it's iced. I said, okay. But now the top of the cup feels like it's already like saturating. Anyway, take your clothes and play. Honesty time. I've never looked up these lyrics until I wrote this post, and I have always sang this lyric as take your clothes and play. Yes, if you're a kid and you want to go play, be sure to wear clothes. Really, I thought this lyric was like alluding to how kids want to go play so badly that parents have to remind them that they have to get dressed first. Today, or at the time that I wrote this, I learned that the lyric is clothes in play, like clothes apostrophe N apostrophe play, which is a record player for kids from the 70s. I had one of these in the very early 80s. If you're going to join in on the bike aisle lawless tailgater, don't forget to grab a close and play for some tunes and head over to the next lyric, Toddler Hiway. Whether my interpretation of this song is correct or not, these are the thoughts and feelings that it summons from within during the brief 25 seconds that it fills the space around me. It is nostalgia and fun harmonies, and it is not worth a skip on your player. How do you feel about this track? What does it make you think of? How many He-Man figures did you own? Tell me about all of them. Did your aunt's boyfriend help you move when you were in the 6th grade, and then just your box of your entire He-Man collection, which was every single thing that He-Man had in existence, fell off of the back of his unsecured truckload and shattered across the highway? If that specific thing happened to you, I'd like to hear about it. Find me somewhere. Comments are great, but honestly, you could just shoot an email. chase.roper@gmail.com. Yeah, that's my email address. Don't give it to everybody. And that's our episode. Thank you for listening. We will be back next week. When I say we, I mean myself and also you, the listener, for more Kiss Me Son of Pod. All right, bye.
Son of God.